Predictions, the $10 TLUDs that will last a year at least. The rise of tincanium when the stove industry embraces the manufacturing potential of modern metal can production. We've got factories that can produce these stoves at a twinkle, and these factories are distributed around the world. Every continent has them, many countries have them, different things like that. And they change the metal in it. Go to a thicker metal, do something else. That's all we have to do is ask for the button to be pushed in a different size and an order for it. You can recruit, I believe we can recruit the dairy industry for the powdered milk to say, we want your can to say, save this can for use in cook stove type of thing, or a redemption thing. You return your can and you get 30% off of the price of the next amount of milk or something like that. This is all just marketing. It's all the stuff that makes it happen and go through it here. T-fuels, fuels for TLUDs, widely and inexpensively available. The demise of traditional charcoal stoves. You don't want traditional charcoal. I avoided anything to do with charcoal stoves until we finally got into this thing with the T-char. And now I want to know everything there is to know about charcoal stoves. EnviroFits and the other ones, etc. We want a good charcoal stove at the bottom of that T-char top. All right? Multiple TLUD stoves in households and special purpose TLUDs that will do one job only. You think about your household and you have at least 10 to 15 items in your kitchen and stuff which are giving you heat in the usage, the waffle iron, the crock pot, etc. You number them off, microwave. Why do we think that poor people will only have, one stove, two stoves, something like that? TLUDs, they're cheap and small. And do you know something? If you use a TLUD, if say the TLUD has a lifespan of 1 year, but if you only use it 1 day a week, you got 7 years. Okay? It's about, if you have several of them, you use it in different ways. It makes sense with it. All right. End of presentation. The file that is here and will be distributed out has another 30 different slides on it and show rice husk gasification, etc., things like that. I'm going to just leave those on there. And that's the final slide up on the screen. The TLUD information, DrTLUD.com or the BiomassEnergyFoundation.org, chipenergy.com. Write to us, get us involved with it, and things like that. My comment, my plead is, if you're interested, get involved, follow with this. Oh, I need to say one thing. Biomass Energy Foundation does stove camps, okay? I have led 6 of their camps. One of them was at Zamorano with Tim, and we've already set the date for the last week in September, down in Honduras in Spanish, okay? We had a good event, didn't we, last time? Okay, we're going to have a theme that's going to be, I think, fuels, right? And it's fuels that'll run with everything else also. It's not just TLUDs, but it's a stove camp there in Spanish. We had one in Uganda with Karsten, and this year, we're probably going to do it in Kenya, and in conjunction with the Forestry Research Institute. Got contacts with them. Why them? They are fuel suppliers. Their mission for their government and everything else is to help the forestry research, help forestry have product to sell, do stuff for the national development. A perfect match. Not some metalworking shop, okay? These people are really chomping at the bit for wanting to have this thing over there. And so we're going to have a camp there. There's going to be one in Tennessee in
Labor Day weekend.
Labor Day weekend. And
we have Friday through Tuesday, and probably have day rates. If you can't take the extra days on the ends.
Okay. And there'll be one in Massachusetts probably, and there'll be one, we're talking about Colorado, and we put on these things. If you've got a place to go, Biomass Energy Foundation has people who can do this. In this room, we have Bob Fairchild, Krista Roth, and myself, who are, and also Hugh McLaughlin, who are the sort of the main presenters that go along. We like to put in 2 people. It's 5 days, it's intensive, it's very good. We have certain arrangements. Kathy Nefi, head of the Biomass Energy Foundation, talk with her. Hey, these things need sponsors, folks. We can't put these things on when we're asking everybody to pay in and stuff like that. There's a lot of elements to go, especially if it's off to Honduras or to Uganda, Kenya, and these things like that. Another element of how we can do with projects, okay? All right, tomorrow morning. Thank you. Thank you.